How are we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome back to another episode of Cubs Daily. My name is Steven Ryan. I appreciate all of the support over the past few weeks as we continue to put out daily content for you guys about your Chicago Cubs. Again, appreciate all the love and support of the past few weeks. Let's keep the train rolling. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then again, let me know how you're feeling after those 2 days in Japan. I know early emotions set on shortly after losing 2 to the Dodgers, but after a day or two, let me know how you guys are feeling. Let me know in the comments. I would be happy to respond to any questions, or let me know your concerns. I'd love to react to them as well, or just a nice, fun place for you to voice your opinion. In today's video, ladies and gentlemen, we got a couple of good topics to get into. We're going to hear Craig Counsell's thoughts on facing the young phenom Sasaki in Japan. We're going to break down the June portion of the schedule for the Cubs. We're also going to go over some roster moves that were made a few days ago. And we're going to give a big celebratory to one of our top pitchers. So let's jump into the topics today. Let's hear what our main man, Craig Counsell, had to say about facing Roki Sasaki. I have the quote right here. I thought we did a pretty good job. We did put pressure on him that we needed to, but he made pitches, especially in the third inning. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, those first 3 pitches that Ian Happ saw, all 100. All gas, no brakes, just really good stuff from Roki Sasaki. And then again, he had that off-speed breaking pitch, was just absolutely filthy. He's going to be a tough guy to hit, no doubt about it, in the big leagues for a few years, for sure. And so I thought the Cubs did a pretty good job. They were able to kind of get him a little erratic going on in the third. He was trying to find himself. Just unfortunately, the Cubs really only got away with 1 run. And when you get a pitcher onto to near that breaking point, you gotta take full advantage. Again, first 2 games of the year, and I don't even really want, they count for the record, but it's hard to count them on the record, right? It's literally March 18th and March 19th when those games are played. They're barely halfway through spring training. I would like to see where the Cubs and Dodgers match up in April, both times in LA and Wrigley. I feel like the Cubs will be at a different place in terms of their seasonal progression on that front. So I agree with Craig. I thought the Cubs were pretty patient with Roki. They really wanted him to throw pitches to them, and they forced him to. And Roki was able to get out of the third inning without a lot of damage. He did walk the bases. I believe he walked the bases loaded, but then he was able to get the Cubs to muster up the 2 outs. Again, that's what I've been preaching this whole time. That was what was really special about that 2016 Cubs team, and even the 2017 and 2018 team. They were so patient and disciplined at the plate. Yeah, they went down looking a couple of times, but they really wanted to make the pitcher work. Kind of like death by a thousand cut situation. So I think the Cubs were trying to make the kid work. They did, but we were only able to get 1 run out of it, which 1 run is awesome, but it's not going to be enough to win a lot of big league ball games, especially in today's era. So I thought the Cubs did well. The Cubs did the best they could, especially against Yamamoto and Sasaki, who are both studs. That's just the crazy thing about the Dodgers, right? We didn't even face Glass now or Blake Snell, who would be frontline aces on any other team, ladies and gentlemen, which is crazy to think about. So Cubs did the best they could. We lost to the Dodgers. Write it off in the sand. We're moving on to the next one. Next order of business here on Cubs Daily, ladies and gentlemen, is we are going to break down the month of June. April, brutal stretch, right? May, we get a little bit of relief. Let's take a look here and see what the month of June is going to bring us. And a little bit of balance, I would say, on that front. We get the Nationals, who, guys, the Nationals, although their record last year was not impressive, they have extremely good young talent like Dylan Cruz and James Wood. You got to watch out for them. You know the Tigers are a tough matchup. We're going to be going to visit our old friend Javi Baez up there. Tigers made the playoffs last year. They're looking to improve on that front. Going to Philadelphia is going to be no easy task as well. They're going to have one of the best records in all of baseball by the time this is all said and done. This is where the Cubs do got to take advantage, though. The Pirates at Wrigley, 4 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday night. You know, the Cubs got to win at least 3 of those. They got to take advantage against some of these lesser teams. Brewers, going to be big games for the division as well, ladies and gentlemen. So if the Cubs can take advantage of that, excellent. The Mariners are going to be a fun task as well. So a lot of good home games, lots of fun games for you guys to attend. Then we end the month of June facing the Cardinals and the Astros. Not quite sure where the Astros are going to be this year. We did take Kyle Tucker from them. We gave him Isaac Paredes. We'll see where Tuve is. We'll see. They lost Alex Bregman as well. Curious to see how the Astros play this year. So it's going to be a tough matchup regardless. The Astros have built a great farm system with continuously reloading talent. And obviously, the Cardinals are the Cardinals, even if they're on a down year and they don't feel like the same old Cardinals. You guys know that the Cardinals are always a threat against the Cubs. It's our biggest division rival, and we got to bring our A game and beat the Cardinals if we want a chance to continue to win this Central Division. We got to beat them all, pretty much. We're not going to win every game. It's not how it works in baseball, but if the Cubs want to win the Central, we got to take care of business, especially against the Cardinals, the Reds, and the Pirates. Brewers are going to be a 50-50 because the Brewers are obviously well-coached, well-managed from top to bottom. So we'll see how the Cubs handle that front. So before we went on to Japan, ladies and gentlemen, the Cubs made a couple of roster moves to not finalize the 40-man roster, but to get them a roster set for Japan. So Daniel Palencia was optioned to AAA. I know they have a few options left on him. He throws absolute gas, over 100 miles per hour. I think the Cubs are just kind of looking for him to gain a little bit of control under that. And then if he can gather that control, he'll be an excellent bullpen arm for the Cubs down the line. Javier Assad is officially placed on the 15-day injured list. We kind of anticipated this coming, but the Cubs had a little bit of time before they had to officially put him on that list. He is going to probably miss opening day, but maybe he can come back middle April and be ready to go. Matt Shaw officially selected to the Major League roster. As you guys know, you saw him in Japan, got his first big league hit, made a couple of great plays at third base, and then to make room on the 40-man roster, we talked about it earlier. We thought the Cubs were probably trying to trade Keegan Thompson, but he was designated for assignment officially. So maybe in the next few days, the Cubs are able to make a deal for Keegan Thompson, but usually once you're designated for assignment, ladies and gentlemen, there's not a lot more that's going to happen. Either Keegan's going to get traded for cash considerations or very, very young, low-grade player. So not much is going to, unfortunately, come from the Keegan Thompson news. But those are the official Cubs presser moves as of March 18th. They will make a few more here in the next coming days. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can always catch them right here on Cubs Daily. We'll be breaking down the roster day by day. Where can the Cubs improve? How can they go between the margins and get better, etc., etc. Now, last topic of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to give a big shout out. He didn't have the best start, but congratulations to one of our best pitchers, Justin Steele. He just got his 500th K in Japan. And I know it's only 500K. That's still a great accomplishment, right? He's been with us up since, I believe, the last half of 2021. 2022, he really got a lot of starts. And then 2023, he's been one of our better pitchers. Just a hair above 3 ERA. Just a hair above 3 ERA last year. And again, we will be relying on Justin Steele to take us to that next level. And I'm excited to see Mr. Steele reach the 1,000K mark as a Cub. So, congratulations to Mr. Justin Steele. An absolutely fantastic accomplishment. I know it's small. I know it's menial. But, guys, Major League Baseball is no joke. Every time I watch it, every time I even play MLB The Show, like, I know it's a video game. Playing baseball is tough, okay? It's the most difficult sport in all of sports. Hitting that little bomb ball a long way or at all is one of the most difficult things to do in the world of sports, like I've said. So, congratulations to Justin Steele. He's done it against the best batters on the planet. You don't make it to the big leagues unless you're one of the best batters on the planet either. So, again, excited to see more from Justin Steele. I'm excited to see more from the Chicago Cubs. Guys, you know where to keep it tuned right here on Cubs Daily. Pretty much every single day, at least Monday through Saturday. We'll be ramping it up around trade deadline as well. So make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow.